Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to discuss the scariest real-life story of all time. And no, it isn't It or The Shining or even Hereditary. We are discussing the true story that inspired the film The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yes, today we will be talking about the demon-possessed girl who actually existed. So grab your rosaries and prepare for the scariest story ever. Let's get started. Her early life. Born in Germany in the year 1952, Anneliese Michel led a normal life for the first 16 years of her existence. She was described by her family as an exemplary child and an excellent student. From an early age, she exhibited signs of being very religious and would spend hours praying. As she got older, she began volunteering at church and helping out during masses. She also loved animals and would frequently take care of stray cats and dogs in the neighborhood. Everything appeared to be fine until one day when Anneliese experienced her first seizure. Despite Anneliese's strong faith, her parents were initially skeptical and sought medical assistance from doctors in the region. The change. After a series of tests, the doctors were unable to determine the cause of the seizures and prescribed her anti-epilepsy medications. However, instead of feeling better, her health continued to deteriorate, and she began experiencing new symptoms such as hearing strange whispers, seeing horrifying visions of demons, and enduring constant torment from these entities. All of these things occurred in private though, and only she was aware of them. Her parents noticed that their daughter had become withdrawn and sullen, spending long periods of time alone in her bedroom. They had no idea she was battling an unseen force. As time passed, the whispering became louder and the visions more frequent. Anneliese's behavior grew increasingly erratic and she began harming herself by scratching up her skin and even biting off the ends of her fingers. At times, she would eat grass and soil and drink water from toilets, which alarmed her family. To make matters worse, she suffered from panic attacks and convulsions, and sometimes barked, howled, and growled uncontrollably. Everyone around her was deeply concerned. Her relatives and friends struggled to come up with an explanation for her sudden personality change. The possession. Her parents were afraid that their daughter was losing her mind, so they took her to see a psychiatrist. He diagnosed her as schizophrenic and suggested that she be committed to a mental institution. After much deliberation, Anneliese's parents decided to follow the doctor's advice and committed her to a psychiatric hospital. However, she was discharged after just 3 months because the hospital was unable to diagnose her illness. Following her discharge, Anneliese's condition worsened dramatically. She claimed to have witnessed a terrible vision of hell while staying at the hospital. Her hallucinations persisted, and she began having visions of Satan and his demons tormenting her soul. She felt that Lucifer himself was trying to enter her body and had taken up residence inside her. Anneliese had become convinced that she had been damned, and that the only way to save her was to perform an exorcism. With no other options left, her parents turned to the church for help. 2 priests, Father Arnold Renz and Father Joseph Bechtold, were selected to carry out the procedure. The priests were given permission to conduct the exorcism rites on March 1975. However, they did not want to act alone and requested the help of a 3rd priest, Father Adolf Hallbacher. Together, the 3 priests conducted 67 exorcisms over the next 12 months. The demons. Throughout the course of the exorcisms, the 3 priests used prayers, holy water, and other religious artifacts to try to drive the demons out of Anneliese's body. During this time, Anneliese exhibited extremely disturbing behavior. She writhed on the floor, foam dripping from her mouth, and spoke in tongues. She also identified the demons that had possessed her, claiming that there were 6 of them: Lucifer, Judas Iscariot, Nero, Cain, Adolf Hitler, and a former priest named Joseph. Each time the priests attempted to bless her with holy water, she reacted violently and claimed that the water was burning her skin. Amazingly, according to the priests, Anneliese would transform into a creature that looked like Satan, complete with horns and wings. Despite this, the priests carried on with the rituals. Each exorcism lasted between 4 to 6 hours, and the entire event was filmed so that specialists could listen to the recordings later. As the weeks went by, Anneliese's health deteriorated rapidly. Her room was filled with feces and urine, and she would growl and scream uncontrollably. During the final exorcism, she reportedly cried out, "I am possessed by 6 demons. Lucifer, Lucifer, Lucifer." Her final days. After the 67th exorcism, Anneliese was instructed to fast, but she was already suffering from severe malnutrition and dehydration. On July 1st, 1976, her parents visited her and found that she was completely nude, covered in feces, and unable to move. When they touched her body, it was freezing cold, but her head and chest were boiling hot. After that, her family stopped visiting her. On September 1st, 1976, 2 months after her final exorcism, Anneliese was discovered dead in her bed. Her emaciated body weighed just 30 kilograms when she passed away. An autopsy revealed that she had starved to death. The following year, her parents and the 3 priests were arrested and put on trial for negligent homicide. The judge listened to the audio recordings of the exorcisms and found the priests not guilty. However, he did convict her parents of manslaughter, believing that they had caused their daughter's death by denying her food and water. Both parents received suspended sentences, but they would never forgive themselves for what happened to their daughter. In reality, the tale of Anneliese Michel is without a doubt one of the most frightening and perplexing stories ever recorded. She was a young woman who battled with inner demons until her untimely death. Her story has been the subject of numerous documentaries and fictional films. Still, many people are unsure if she was genuinely possessed by Satan and his demons, or whether she was merely a mentally ill young lady. Some individuals are skeptical that a demon named Adolf Hitler existed. Others argue that the footage of her writhing and screaming is sufficient proof that she was possessed by an entity from another dimension. Whatever the case may be, Anneliese Michel's story is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can sometimes lurk in our midst. Her legacy lives on in the minds of those who knew her and in the nightmares of those who hear her tale. So do you believe that Anneliese Michel was possessed by demons? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when we post similar videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.